Well, a few years ago, I was walking out of my shop going to a work order, and this new tenant stops me. And the first thing she asked me is, I already knew who she was because I had just turned that apartment, and I knew I seen her move in, so I knew it was a new tenant. She stops me in the middle of the parking lot and she says, "Are you the help here?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm the maintenance guy here." And she said, "Listen, I got a piece of furniture that a piece of IKEA furniture that I need put together. So preferably today," she said. "So I need you to go in there and help me put this, piece of furniture together." I was already offended. To be honest, I already felt a little offensive. And I don't know if she was thinking I was her whenever she wanted to have somebody put something together. I told her, "Ma'am, for me to go into your apartment, the first thing you got to do is you have to go with the manager, let her know what's going on, and she's going to write a work order. I don't go to people's apartment without a work order," I told her. And then she said, "Well, I don't think your manager would want you to do that." And I was already a little offended. I told her, "And then what makes you think I would go in your apartment and do it? Put your furniture together." And she got a little upset. She said, "You don't have to be so condescending." Of course, she's the one that started with that. I told her, "Ma'am, it's just common sense. I'm here to take care of the building, the property, anything related to the building and the property, but not your furniture. For sure, I'm not here for your furniture. So I don't do, that kind of work. You can hire a handyman, you can hire somebody else, but I don't do it." So with this video, that's what I want to talk about, is doing side jobs or even favors for tenants. Now, you have to be real careful when you do that. If you do that, anytime I've been a maintenance supervisor, I always told my guys, don't do it. Or I always advised my guys, don't do it. I never do it. I never want to have that kind of issues, and that's what I'm going to get into right now. The first thing is, let's say somebody needs to move some furniture around. You go and move their furniture, and you end up tearing the carpet or damaging the wall or the flooring, whatever flooring's there. The first thing they're going to say is, "I'm not paying for this because you tore it. You tore the carpet, you damaged the wall, you did this." So they're going to tell your manager the next day, he was in there and he was moving the furniture and he tore the carpet, or he did this, he did that. Of course, they don't want to pay for it. And that's the first thing. And that could become an issue, but there's more to it. Now, let's say they have, antique furniture and something breaks because you're moving it, you're trying to help them out. Now they're going to say, "You know what? I expect your company to pay for it." And you may say, "Well, I'm not on company time. I'm helping you." Well, it doesn't matter to them because they gotta get their money or their value, whatever they consider their value. And they're gonna, next thing you know, they'll be talking to the manager. They'll be trying to call your corporate office saying, "He was in here. He was helping me. You guys hired him. You guys have him here. He's supposed to be responsible. He's your responsibility, and I need you guys to take care of this." So you have to be real careful with things like that. Even stuff like, let's say you were in their apartment, and then a few days later, they call you and they say, "There was my grandfather's pocket watch right there sitting on the counter, and we can't find it anymore. Did you take it?" Now you already know they're already thinking you took it. Even if you didn't touch anything, you probably never even saw it. It was probably been gone for a couple of days or a month. But in their mind, you were the one in their apartment that's not supposed to be there. And anything that goes missing, they're gonna say, "Well, the maintenance guy was here, and I wonder if he took it." So just even things like that are going to become a big issue. Another thing is, you're going to need tools. You're going to be walking in and out of your shop. You're off the clock, so you're not insured. If something happens, it can be really weird or really bad for you. Now, the worst thing is, if you're in their apartment and they say, "You know what, my refrigerator is making this sound," or, my water faucet is doing, can you just look at it? You're here now. And you end up breaking a water line or doing something like that, flooding an apartment. You're off the clock. You're not even supposed to be on the property. If you live there, it's different. But if you're not supposed to be on the property because you're off the clock and something happens, corporate's going to say, "What are you even doing there?" So there's a lot of risk involved. Now, let's say you're doing it for free. Even if you're doing it for free, well, if you help one tenant because you say, "Well, they're older and they need the help, I'm going to help them." And I'm not even talking about fair housing laws. I'm just talking about, just common sense. You help one tenant, now the next tenant calls you, "Hey, I need you to come do this, tomorrow." And you say, "You know what? I can't." Well, they're already going to start thinking you have favorites. The company has favorites. You guys, you know, maintenance and the office have their favorites, and I'm not one of their favorites. It's got nothing to do with it, but it's gonna seem that way. So I always tell people, be careful. Don't get involved. I always advise everybody, don't get involved. Don't look for trouble. If you're gonna get side jobs, get them away from the property. You know, something that's unrelated, that they can't say, well, you're the maintenance guy here. This company hired you, and your company is responsible for whatever they want. That's my advice. If you're doing it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna tell people don't do it, because I know you can make a little bit of extra money. But I'll tell you, when they leave that apartment, they're gonna say, well, your maintenance guy, he's the one that put that TV mount, and he's the one that tore the floor, because he's the one that had me. It might not have been you, but they're still gonna say it was you, because people already know that you're the one that's going into people's apartments and doing this kind of stuff. So it can just become an issue. I'll see you guys in the next video.